For us to test that our middleware actually works correctly, we're simply going to pass in or try to visit the route like this from our test and make sure that the user is redirected accordingly. So in our create series test, we just want to create a new test that says test only administrators can create series. Okay, what we need to do here is generate a user, second visit endpoint, and then assert we are redirected. Okay, so let's create that user equals factory for our user class, and we'll create the user per system, then this acting as user. So let's log in the user to make sure that it's actually our administrator layer of the middleware that fails. Then we'll try to visit the endpoint. So this post admin/series. Then we don't really need to pass in the data, right? Because the data we're going to be passing, we could actually duplicate the data we have here. So I'm just going to copy this array, paste that in, and then I'm going to assert that we actually have an error session. Okay, so assert session has error, and this should match a message saying you are not authorized to perform this action. We can also assert a redirect to the home page, but I think this one would do. So let's go ahead and run this test single-handedly. Okay, so we get a field asserting that no match is expected. This so means our session is not actually set, right? So let's go ahead to our administrator middleware and set that session. So if the user is not an administrator, session flash, and the key is going to be error, and the value is going to be exactly the string that we have in our test. So I'm just going to copy this, paste that right in, and save. Okay, run our test one more time, and there should be a difference. We received the same thing, and looks like it's my fault. This code is unreachable. It should be before our return, of course. Run it one more time. Okay, so we have a successful test. That's it, it's working. But do we really need to actually pass in all of this data in our request? Let's just pull this out and see if our test is gonna work nonetheless. Okay, so it works. That makes our test look a little cleaner, and we could actually inline this user and bring this to its own line and run the test again to make sure we do not break anything, and looks like we're good. If we run our whole test suite just to make sure we haven't broken any other parts of our application, yeah, we have a couple of failures. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. Field asserting that no matches, expected series created successfully, and another bunch of errors. So let's go ahead and handle this in the very next video.